morning, students. Today we will discuss new chapter, lines and angles. So before going to our chapter, we will discuss some basic terms and definitions. Already you learned in previous classes. So in that part, we are going to first, what is a point? What is a point? So how you can describe a point? So what is a point means a point is nothing but a dot. So we can say that a point is nothing but a dot. So a dot is nothing but a point. It has no dimensions. It has no dimensions. We are using capital letters such as A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, etc. So by using capital letters, we are going to denote the points. So we can say that a point is nothing but a dot. It has no dimensions, and we are using capital letters for representing a point. And next, the distance between 2 points. If you take this point is x and this point is y, the distance between these 2 points, it is nothing but infinite number of points. The distance between these 2 points, including the endpoints also. What are the endpoints here? X and y, including the endpoints, is called a line segment. Is called a line segment. What we call the distance between 2 points, including the endpoints, is called a line segment. Then it is denoting as xy bar. It is denoting as xy bar. So we can say that a line segment has 2 endpoints. How many endpoints a line segment has? 2 endpoints. Next, if a line segment which we can extend that endlessly on both directions, means we can extend up to our requirement a line segment which we can extend endlessly in both directions, that we call a line. So it is represented as writing x comma y points and writing the symbol on that like this. So we are representing a line. So means here xy is a line. Here xy is what? Xy is a line segment. So what is the number of endpoints of a line? So a line does not have endpoints. So because we are going to extend endlessly on both directions, that we call a line. So a line segment which we can extend only in one direction, is called a ray. What we call that? Ray. So it is denoted as xy ray. xy ray. So here x is called initial point or end point. Initial point or end point. A ray has one end point. So when we are representing a line segment, it may be xy or yx. We are writing on line. We are writing xy or yx like this. But when we are representing a ray, xy and yx, there is a difference. This both is not same. So here what is the starting point x, and in this what is the starting point y. So this both should not be same. In the case of line segment and line, both is same. So this is about a point, line, and a line segment. So point, line segment, line, ray. Next, if you come to what is an angle. What is an angle? So already you learned in previous classes. If you take a ray, so OA is a ray and OB is another ray. So O is called vertex. What we call O is the vertex. So the union of two rays having the common point, common end point, that is nothing but we are calling vertex, that we call an angle. So we are representing angle by using the symbol this angle AOB or angle BOA. In both ways we can represent. The angle is same now. So angle is union of two rays having a common endpoint. The common endpoint known as vertex of the rays. So that is known as vertex. So in angles we have different type of angles. So based on the measure, if an angle having 0, the measure of angle, so we are measuring angle in degrees. We are measuring angle in degrees. If the measure is 0, we call that 0 angle. We call that 0 angle. So if we take a ray, another ray also falls on that only. Next, after that, acute angle. Acute angle. The figure of acute angle will be like this. So angle will be this. So acute means the measure of angle is greater than 0 and less than 90 degrees. The measure of an angle is greater than 0 and less than 90. We call that acute angle. And next one is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. If the measure of angle is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180, we call the obtuse angle. The angle will be like this. The angle will be like this. So this will be more than 90 and less than 180. So if the figure of an angle will be like this, the angle between these two rays is 90 degrees. We call that right angle. What we call that, Kana? Right angle. Both rays are formed opposite to each other. So then here angle will form. The measure of this angle is 180 degrees. The name of, if the measure of angle is 180 degrees, it is known as straight angle. The angle is straight angle. The measure of an angle is 180 degrees. That angle is known as straight angle. So if again the both rays are like this, so this angle, what we call this angle is nothing but reflex angle. The measure of an angle is greater than 180 and less than 360. We call that angle is a reflex angle. Again, both angles are coinciding with each other. Then it completes a round. Nothing but the measure of angle is 360 degrees. We call that angle, if the measure of an angle is 360 degrees, it is a complete angle. If the measure of an angle is 360 degrees, it is called as a complete angle. So mainly we are having, generally we are using acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, straight angle, and then reflex angle and complete angle. Next, in this, if the measure of, or if the sum of two angles is 180 degrees and if the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, or if the sum of two angles is 360 degrees, if the sum of two angles is 180 degrees, we call that supplementary angles. What we call that? Supplementary angles. If the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, we call that angles complementary angles. Complementary angles. If the sum of two angles is 360 degrees, we call that angles conjugate angles. Conjugate angles. So for example, you can write 60 degrees, 120 are supplementary, and if it is 50 degrees and 40 degrees. Next, 240 degrees, 120 degrees. If the sum both angle is 360, it is called conjugate, and if the sum of both angles is 90, it is called complementary angles, and the sum of two angles is 180, is called supplementary angles. Next. So if you take a line now, if you take a line, on that line, if the points A, B, C, D, E, the points lying on the same line. If all the points lying on the same line, that points are called collinear points. Collinear points. The points which are lying on the same line, the points are called collinear points. The points which do not lie on the same line, they are lying on the different places in the plane E, F, like that. So that points are called non-collinear points. So collinear means all the points which are lying, 3 or more points lying on the same line. The points are called collinear points. The points which do not lie on the same line are called non-collinear points. So we completed collinear points, non-collinear points, and then if we already complementary, supplementary also we completed. And if you come to intersecting and non-intersecting lines, if you take a line, this is a line, so take this as L, and another line, this is M. If two lines both are intersecting each other at a point, if two lines both are intersecting each other at a point, so that lines are called intersecting lines. That lines are called intersecting lines. If two lines do not intersect each other at any point, that lines are called non-intersecting lines or parallel lines. Non-intersecting lines are parallel lines. If two lines intersect each other, the angles so formed opposite to each other. The angles so formed opposite to each other are called vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So if two lines intersecting each other at a point, whatever angles formed opposite to each other, the angles are called vertically opposite angles. If both two lines do not intersect each other at any point, that lines are called parallel or non-intersecting lines. So non-intersecting and intersecting lines completed, and then vertical opposite angles also completed. Next we will discuss about adjacent angles and linear pair of angles. So with that we can complete all the topics. So if you take an angle, if you observe the given angle, so this A, O, B, and take this as P. So this is the angle, one angle, and this is the another angle. So in this angle, if you observe, the both angles are having, so what is this angle? Angle AOP. Angle AOP. And what about this angle? Angle BOP. Angle BOP. In this, what we have common? OP ray is the common. What we have common? OP ray is the common. So the angles which are having common ray, the angles which are having common ray, and what is the vertex for both angles? O, common vertex. The angles which are having common ray and common vertex, that angles are called adjacent angles. That angles are called adjacent angles. So the angles which are having common ray and common vertex, the angles are said to be adjacent angles. Angle AOB is nothing but sum of these two angles. Angle AOB is nothing but sum of these two angles. This is about adjacent angles. Next one, linear pair of angles. So if you take a line, AB and a ray OP stands on a line. So here the adjacent angles will form. The angles so formed we are called adjacent angles. What is the measure of this angle? So already we discussed, if It shows like that the measure of this angle is nothing but 180 degrees. Means angle BOP plus angle AOP is equals to 180 degrees. Means if a ray stands on a line, if the adjacent angle is so formed, the sum is 180 degrees, then we call that linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. So what is linear pair of angles? If the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degrees, then we call that linear pair of angles. So this is the basic terms you have in lines and angles, students. Okay, students, we'll continue next topic in next class.